Somebody stop me, I'm on the groove. Get it, go, move, move, move. Don't stand in the way, I told him to move, move, move. Ain't nobody safe when I'm in the room, move, move. Somebody stop me, I'm on the groove. Yeah, yeah. Move, stop me, I gotta drive and I gotta choose. Move, 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 move. I gotta drive and I gotta choose. Move, 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 move it. Say, get it, I gotta drive and I gotta choose. Move.
Good evening and welcome back to the Spartan Bowl for the season opener of Connersville's girls basketball season. This is the Union Savings and Loan pregame show brought to you by Union Savings and Loan, Connersville's home bank since 1892. I'm Lucas Barron, and joining me tonight is Camden Schonfeld. Camden, Spartans open the season against a tough opponent in the new Palestine Dragons. They only returned 2 starters and plan to bring in a freshman and a sophomore into their starting lineup this year. What do you think we'll see from this new roster tonight?
You know, I think we'll see a lot of new things. The guard position is down a little bit, you know, losing a few seniors last year. Having a sophomore and a couple freshmen step up is huge for this team, but I think we'll see a lot of jitters coming off the start, especially from the freshmen. You know, they just played a JV game, and they haven't had that varsity experience yet, so I think it'll be interesting to see what happens.
No, you're exactly right. I mean, like you said, they lost 4 seniors to be exact, 3 of those being starters, and a lot of this team doesn't have much varsity experience, so they haven't really had the ability to play with each other much from last season. I mean, Abby Schwartz and Sarah Rubel are the 2 seniors that are making it into the starting lineup last year, and they had the ability to start in the previous season. But like I said, it's just going to be a little difficult maybe to kind of mesh together as a team, but I'm sure they'll be able to get through it. Just like you said, a lot of them played JV together, so I think that aspect of it will be better than maybe expected.
Yeah, you know, I look for the freshmen to come out, like I said, with a little bit of jitters. You know, they played just a JV game. That's their first official high school basketball game. Played well in 8th grade years, middle school. I mean, we've seen them coming up through the ranks. So now, I mean, their first varsity game, it'll be interesting to see what they can do. Exactly.
I mean, they've had a number of practices. They've been able to kind of get together, get the plays, and it's now come down to their first night. So I think the preparation is there, and we can go ahead and see how the ladies have been preparing for this season with our preview.
For this season, I have been working on my own, ball handling, making sure that I am staying in shape. That way, when it comes to basketball season, I am ready to go.
I've been preparing for the seasons by going to a few of the workouts and shooting on my own.
Personally, I've been preparing on my conditioning and working on my shots in my free time.
I've personally been preparing for this season. By this summer, I went to workouts whenever I could between softball and volleyball workouts. And I've been working at home a lot with my shooting form.
We have a lot of new faces this year, but I think once we all figure out our spots, it'll turn out really well.
This year, the team is looking young, but also very well. We have 2 seniors, but the younger, incoming freshmen have some good skill.
We have a lot of good freshmen coming in, but we don't have a whole lot of experience, being that we lost quite a few of our starting seniors last year. So I think it'll just be a little bit of a learning curve, but I don't think it'll be bad.
This season should be a little bit better. We have some players that had varsity experience from last year, so we should be prepared.
This summer, our preseason workouts have looked like a lot of dribbling drills. We've done a lot of ball handling drills, just trying to, again, replace our seniors that we lost last year being our guards.
They're a lot different than last year. We've done a lot more different beginning type things.
We've been conditioning and shooting a lot and working on our plays.
And it's great to see the ladies talk about how their season's going to go, and I'm sure they have many high expectations and high hopes for the season. They've worked a lot in practice, like they said. They've done their ball handling, their defense, all the stuff that they need to improve on and stuff that they are good at already. So I think the practices have been very beneficial for them.
Yeah, you know, something you notice about girls basketball is they have a short turnaround from tryouts to their first game, 2 or 3 weeks at the max. and it'll show a lot here, showing how much they've really bonded in practice and how much they can trust each other coming down the court in various different ways throughout the night, passing, screening, shooting, stuff like that. So I'm expecting to see a lot of good relationships on the court. They've been playing with each other for a long time. You got a few underclassmen coming up, but other than that, it should be pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. And aside from the players, Coach Harder, I'm sure, has a lot of big expectations, and you had the chance to meet with Coach Harder pregame and kind of talk about how she expects the season and this game to go. So let's kick it over to that interview.
Coach, a new year. How are you and the team feeling?
Well, we're excited to get out here and start tonight and get our first game under our belt. We had learned a lot from our scrimmage last Saturday, and just being a little stronger with the basketball, making sure that, that we're boxing out every time. So working on doing some of the little things. But the girls have been working hard. They've had great attitudes, so we're ready to see them go against somebody else.
Yeah, and a lot of talk has been about the holes you have to fill with losing a lot of seniors last year. How's the team handling that?
Well, we have 3 seniors coming back this year. Our juniors class that's coming back is strong, and then we have some good young kids coming off the JV and a strong freshman class. So, we're looking to fill those spots. A lot of it was in the guard play, and we have some young kids that have got some good experience and time in. So they've been working well together, meshing well together. So anxious to see them tonight step out there against New Pal.
Yeah, and you talk a lot about that underclassmen coming up and playing the guard role. How do you expect them to perform tonight?
Well, it's a big jump from JV to varsity, 8th grade to varsity. So I imagine there'll be a little nerves, but they've been handling the ball in practice. They are confident. They've played a lot of games, with AAU and in the summertime. So I'm looking for them to step in and just come out and play once they relax a little bit, get in the flow of the game, get some of those nerves out.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And Camden, it was great to be able to talk with Coach Harder and get her thoughts and opinions on this season so far.
Yeah, it was. She had a lot of good insight on what practices have looked like and, how the team's been bonding. She talked a lot about the underclassmen coming up and the role they're going to play. Like I said, just very informational. Helped us out a lot tonight.
Right, so let's go ahead and look into the starting lineups for both teams. For the Connersville Spartans, at the guard, number 2, Sarah Rubel. At the other guard position, we have number 13, Addison Jones, the freshman. Looking into the forward position, we have number 24, Haley Simbach, and the other forward position, number 33, JC Wilhelm. And in our 5th position here, we have Abigail Schwartz. And a lot of these girls are taking on some bigger roles now this season. Haley Simbach able to step into the starting lineup this year and contribute as a junior here.
Yeah, and somebody else I look at is JC Wilhelm. She's just a sophomore. Last year we seen her come out as a freshman, and she hit a lot of big shots. She was a very good shooter from beyond the arc. So I expect that to continue into this year, and we'll see how she truly develops into that new role.
Yes, and looking into the leader for this team tonight here, we have Sarah Rubel is the senior guard here in our starting lineup as she looks to take on a leadership role now and kind of lead some of the younger classmen and step into what she's expected to do now.
Yeah, she's going to be the court general. She's stepping into a new role, like you said. Looking at her stats here, she was averaging about 4 points a game last year and almost 3 rebounds per game with a field goal percentage of 32%. That's not bad. That's pretty good. But she's going to have to step into a bigger role this year. You lost some seniors that would handle the ball more and take on more shots. So we'll see how she handles it.
Yes, and looking into her matchup tonight, Rubel will be seemingly matched up against Isabella Gizzi from New Pal, number 11. And Gizzi last year, an impressive 20.5 points per game, followed by 5.7 rebounds and an impressive 3 steals per game.
Yeah, that's very impressive. Watched her here during warm-ups, and she just looked phenomenal. Very smooth basketball player, and from the look at her stats, she knows what she's doing on the basketball court.
Yeah, I think she's going to be one of the key members of this game. And as we get closer to tip-off here, both starting lineups will be announced, and the national anthem will be played here. So we'll be right back after that.
The new Palestine Lady Dragon. Searching for a loan, a line of credit, or just a safe place for your money? Look no further. Union Savings and Loan has you covered with great loan and deposit rates, local loan approvals when you need financing, and the friendliest service in town. Even when you're on the go, you can transfer money or make payments with ease with USLA's mobile banking app. For 130 years, we have taken pride in being your hometown bank. Union Savings and Loan. People you know, neighbors you trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Starting lineup for the Lady Dragons.
Welcome back here to Spartan Bowl as they are announcing the starting lineups to get ready for tonight's opening basketball game for the Connersville Lady Spartans.
Yeah, and as we get closer, I think the energy's in the building for tonight, and all the fans seem to really love being back here in the bowl.
Yeah, and as they're announcing New Palestine's starting lineup, we'll take a look at it. Starting at the guard position will be number 11, Isabel Gizzi. Starting at the next guard position will be number 13, Allie Blum. Starting at the next guard position will be number 15, Taylor Whitaker. At the forward position, we'll have number 32, Sadie Eubanks. And at the forward position, we'll have number 34, Vivian Miller.
Yeah, it looks like it will be a great matchup for both teams tonight, as the starters for the Connersville Spartans are now being brought out.
Yeah, one of the cooler things Connersville does, is the starting lineup for both boys and girls basketball. It brings a lot of electricity into the building.
Yeah, it's a great tradition and sure gets the team pumped up each game. I mean, it never gets old. Even though it's a thing for every home game, it seems brand new. It never gets old.
Yeah, I mean, you get to experience every home game. I mean, you know what it's like. It's got to be a pretty awesome feeling.
Exactly. It's such a special feeling being able to hear your name called out and run out and give all your high fives and have everyone cheer for you. It's really nice.
Yeah, as we see the Lady Spartans getting announced here. We talked about their starting lineup a little bit earlier, but I want to hit on the freshmen starting. Addison Jones, what do you expect out of her tonight?
I expect a lot out of her. I mean, it's always hard being a freshman. It's hard being a freshman on varsity as it is. Being a starter for a varsity team and having that much contribution that early in your career, it's a lot of expectations, but I think she can handle it. The way she played in that JV game that we saw earlier, she seemed to be calm and collected and not feeling too pressured in her position.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see. She seemed like the leader of that JV team, as we will take a break now and listen to the national anthem.
This time, we ask that everyone please rise, remove your hats, as we honor America. Tonight, our national anthem played by the CHS F Band.
And we are back to Spartan Bowl after the national anthem, getting ready for tip-off.
A great performance by the band to get us kicked off here, and we are just underway here preparing for the first quarter of girls Spartan basketball here this season.
Yeah, and if I'm going to have to assume, I'm going to say number 32 for New Powell will be up to tip the ball with number 24, Haley Simback for the Spartans.
Yeah, being listed at 5'9", the tallest on her varsity roster, I would assume you are correct here. As both teams enter the circle.
Oh, excuse me, it'll be number 13, Allie Blum.
Yeah, Blum and Sembach will be meeting in the middle here for tip-off. As we close in here on the Spartan season. Sembach wins the tip. Picked up by Schwartz and off to J.C. Wilhelm. Bring the ball up the court here. Wilhelm drives to her left, passes off to Rubel. Looking in the post there, Schwartz fighting for a position. This ball is fumbled. It looked like it will be Spartans' ball. Great defense by number 34, Vivian Miller.
Yeah, it looked like they were almost speeding up the Spartans. You know, when J.C. Wilhelm brought the ball down, she did a good job on a quick move to the left, and she almost looked like she had a little bit of a lane, but you see a pass to Schwartz.
And a great pass there by Sarah Rubel, but it looks like there will be a travel called on Schwartz there. It will be New Palestine ball.
You see a press by Spartans to start the game.
Ball inbounded to Gizzy. Back to Blum. Gets across court. Passes to Gizzy. And the layup is no good, but Gizzy gets the rebound. It looks like it will be a fight for possession. There will be a foul called. And it will be Spartans ball.
Yeah, a foul on Gizzy early. If you're a Spartans fan, that's something you like to see.
Yeah, being one of the key players in this game, we're only 33 seconds into this first quarter. Picking up a foul like that is not good, especially when you're 40 feet away from your own basket.
Yeah.
Wilhelm brings the ball up to her, spins to her left, down the lane, passed out to Schwartz, passes it back out to Wilhelm, and the ball is fumbled, and it looks like it will be Dragons ball once again.
Yeah, once again, JC beat her man down court, you know, made a good drive down to the left, and looked like she almost had another open lane there, but just couldn't quite connect.
I mean, being the sophomore, she has shown a lot of poise here in these first couple minutes. As the layup is no good, the ball is brought up once again by Wilhelm. Pass out to Rubel. Looks like Gizzy got her hands on it. Another lob up to Schwartz, under the basket. Lays it up, no good. Rebounded by Blum. Passes up to Gizzy up court. It looks like a foul will be called. Eubanks with the shot, and we'll go up to the line for two.
Yeah, they'll call on JC there for a block. Not a bad block, you know, disrupted the play, you know, put her at the free throw line. Not a horrible foul here early in the game, but something we definitely don't want to see more of.
Not at all, but the Dragons are doing a very good job of pushing the ball up court, trying to speed up the Spartan defense, as the first free throw is no good.
Yeah, something I think is interesting is JC's bringing up the ball. You know, I would expect Sarah to, being the main guard, but she also has a very talented Gizzy on her.
And Wilhelm has full capabilities, as the second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Wilhelm. She brings the ball up, being guarded by Gizzy. Spins to her left, spins back to her right. Held up, passed out to Rubel, who surveys the court here as the New Palestine defense is very tight. Pass out to Jones. It looks like the ball will be sent the other way, an offensive foul. Looks like it will be on Sembach. She picks up her first.
Yeah, once again, I mean, we're not even 2 minutes into this ball game yet. We already got 2 fouls on the Spartans. You definitely don't want to give the Dragons the chance to be in bonus.
Not at all. Gizzy comes off the pick and roll. Gets the ball back up at front court. Passes to Blum. Out to Whitaker. For the three is no good. Rebound picked up by Eubanks. And Rubel with the steal. Brings the ball up court. Surveying once again. This New Palestine defense is applying very much pressure from Whitaker specifically. Rubel gets the ball in the corner. Looking in at Sembach. Sembach with the ball screen. The ball is tipped away. It'll
stay with the Spartans.
Yes, it'll stay the Spartans ball.
Yeah, it looked like a little miscommunication there when Jones got the ball. She was looking for somebody. I believe it was Rubel in the corner, and she wasn't quite there yet. So, like we talked about in the pregame, little miscommunication there to start the game.
And freshman Anaya Bennett steps into the game for her first varsity minutes for J.C. Wilhelm. Rebound picked up by the Dragons. Gizzy brings the ball up. Gets past Rubel. Passes it out over to Blum. Takes it to the rim. And she will be called for a travel. That will be Spartans ball.
Yeah, that was good defense by Jones, I believe it was, on the defense there. Keeping her feet set, not moving a whole lot. That could have probably been a charge or a defensive foul if they wanted it to be, but she did a good job on keeping her feet set.
Jones brings the ball up and gets to the corner. Pass it to Semback. Dribbles the ball into the corner, backs down. Blum, and it will stay Spartans' ball as the ball rolls out of bounds. And it looks like the Spartans are trying to take advantage of some of their height, getting the ball into Schwartz and Semback multiple times. Rubel with the inbound to Schwartz. Back to Semback. Bennett with the ball at the wing. Goes to her right. Passes out to Jones. And ball is stolen by Miller. Dribbles the ball up the court herself, taking it all the way, getting the foul, and she will go to the line for 2.
That'll be Haley Semback's second foul here, not even 4 minutes into the game. That's something not good. You know, we expect her to come out here for a break.
Yeah, and they're gonna need her a lot this game, and she needs to really avoid foul trouble here, as we're only, like you said, 4 minutes into this first quarter. First free throw is good. New Powell is on the board for the first time this game, taking the 0-1 lead as Schwartz and Jones come out for McKenna Lucas and JC Wilhelm comes back into the game. Second free throw is off the back of the rim and it is no good. Rebounded by Semback. Finds Rubel up the court as Rubel brings the ball to her left. Turns back, looks for Wilhelm from the left wing, takes it to the rim, backing Gizzy down, and shot is no good. Gizzy with the rebound, down court.
Yeah, something I like to see early is a sophomore not afraid of very, high prospected Gizzy.
Not at all. As Eubanks takes it into the paint, back out to Gizzy. Pull up from the elbow, no good. Rebounded by Lucas. Pass out back to Bennett. Bennett surveys the floor, playing the point guard position right now. The ball is tipped away by Whitaker. Whitaker with the pass to Gizzy. Gizzy's fouled. Layup is no good, but she will go to the line for 2.
That is JC Wilhelm's second foul as well. That's 2 fouls on Connorsville starters, people they're going to need later in the games. That's something you don't like to see early.
Yeah, New Pal has made plenty of trips to the line, although they only have 1 point. This will be their 3rd trip here in this first quarter, as Gizzy's first free throw is good. Jones and Amy Rao will check into the game for Semback and Wilhelm. As Rao, the senior, makes her first appearance here tonight. Gizzy with her second free throw. It is good. Gizzy 2 for 2. Jones with the inbound, back to Bennett. Bennett takes it up the floor, finds Jones. Passed out to Rubel. Rubel, ball stolen by Gizzy. Gizzy takes it up the floor, passes out, and there's 2. Layup is good by Vivian Miller.
It's her 3rd point of the night with making a free throw earlier.
And another steal from New Pal. Gizzy with the and 1. Basket is good, and she will go to the line for 1 more. And that looks like that will be on Addie Jones.
Her first foul of the night. That's another starter with another foul. Not something you like to see. Already 5 fouls, barely into this game.
Yeah, I mean, foul trouble will possibly come back to haunt the Spartans late in the game, as Gizzy's free throw is good, giving her the 3rd point of that possession. Bennett, pass to Rubel, is tipped, deflected out of bounds by Allie Blum.
Yeah, it almost seems like the Spartans are being sped up by the press brought by the Dragons. They've definitely picked up the press here in the last, 2 minutes, but it's definitely caused a lot more turnovers, a lot of tips.
And I'm sure that's something New Pal has practiced and is good at, getting their opponents to kind of speed up and force their opponent to play at their pace.
Right.
Looks like another foul here.
That's a jump ball.
Or, excuse me, yeah, jump ball.
It probably could have been called a foul, but
either way, yeah, here we go. Up the court, passed out, and it is blocked by Bennett. Great defensive play there by Bennett. showing some hustle getting down the floor.
Yeah, that was a great hustle play by Bennett, you know, getting down and back on a very quick run down the court. And, I mean, got all ball on that one.
And Michaela Strong will check in for the Spartans, taking out Sarah Rubel. As the ball will be tipped out of bounds, it will be New Pal's ball.
Like I said, New Pal's brought that pressure on the press, and it's caused a lot of mistakes for the Spartans.
Gizzy with the ball up court. Passed out to Whitaker. To Blum. Back out to Gizzy for three. And it is no good. Rebounded by Rao. Outlet to Jones. Jones picks up the court. Passes out to Bennett. To pass back to Lucas and to Jones. Jones drives. Ball's tipped and it will be deflected. Picked up by Blum. Blum takes it down the court. And it looks like she will be called for a travel. Maybe some contact there, but ref must not have seen it that way.
Yeah, that was just hard play there. She looks like she tried to come to a stop and almost slipped and fell on the court, and that results in a travel, of course.
Right. Looks like Spartans will take a timeout, a 30-second timeout. New Pal leads here 8-0 with 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter. We will be right back after this 30-second break.
George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment welcomes you to stop by our Connersville location at 330 East 5th Street. George's is proud to offer you friendly hometown service and the convenience of free delivery. Also, our medical equipment staff is there to help with whatever you need. George's Gifts has that special something for any occasion, birthdays, weddings, bereavement, or to brighten someone's day. George's, we are here for you. 765-825-6251.
And we are back here with 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter. New Pal leads 8-0, and New Pal has really shown to lead the tempo of this game so far.
Yeah, they definitely have control of the tempo at this point. Running the ball down the court, getting fast breaks, this pressure on the press, I mean, getting tips and steals and just getting the ball in their hands. That's what they need.
The defensive pressure sure has been there, and their ball movement has been phenomenal. As Jones dribbles the ball up court, breaks the two-man. Out to Lucas, passes out to Strong, and her shot is good. Michaela Strong with the first 2 points for the Spartans this season. The ball is outletted fast, and another steal there. Looks like it was by Bennett, who outlets to Jones. And once again, New Pal just pushing the ball up the floor as fast as possible, as it looks like the ball will be stolen there by Miller, who dribbles the ball all the way up. Layup is no good. Rebounded by Gizzy, who is fouled. Shot is barely no good, but Gizzy will step to the line for 2 more free throws. It looks like that foul will be called on McKenna Lucas.
Yeah, that is what, 6 fouls, 6 minutes into this game?
6 fouls, yeah. That will be her first.
Yeah, they'll be not a team you want to give the 1-on-1 and bonus to.
Not at all, as Gizzy's first free throw is good.
Gives her 5 points so far on the night.
Looks like Abby Schwartz and Sarah Rubel will check in back into the game for Amy Rao and Addie Jones. There's many lineup changes have been made so far early in this game, as none of the New Pal substitutions have even been made yet.
Yeah, as it looks like one's coming out right now, number 5.
This will be the first one, number 5, Kylie Baranek. She will relieve number 32, Sadie Eubanks. As Gizzy's second free throw is good. Bennett with the inbound to Rubel. Rubel tipped out by Gizzy. It will be Spartans ball once again.
Yeah, there's that pressure on the press, you know. I feel like I've talked about it a lot already and I'm repeating myself, but I mean, it's working. They're getting tips, they're getting steals, and the ball is in the Dragons' hand more than not. So that's what they need.
Exactly. I mean, it's been very beneficial for them tonight as they've taken an early lead. It looks like another tip pass will be out, and it will be called a foul. Looks like it'll be on
Blum.
On Blum, yes.
Her first of the night. New Pal's second.
Bennett inbounds to Rubel. Dribbles up the court, being guarded by Gizzy once again. Rubel to her left. Surveying. Picks up her dribble. Looks like the pressure is there. Pass is tipped by Bennett, but it will be out of bounds. New Pal's ball.
Yeah, I mean, we've said it already. New Pal is running this game at their own tempo.
The off-ball defense has been phenomenal, and it's created a lot of turnovers for Connersville. It looks like Addie Jones will check back into the game for Michaela Strong. Gizzy at the point guard brings the ball up. Like a double screen. Gizzy dribbles to her left, picks it up, back out. Looks like it'll go to Blum. Blum for three, no good. Rebounded by Miller, but it'll be no good. Jones with the rebound. Crosses to her left, pass out to Schwartz. It looks like that will be a foul on Blum.
Yeah, that'll be Blum's second foul of the night. Something I'm really impressed so far by, we talked about it in pregame, the nerves for the freshmen coming in, but they've showed no nerve so far.
Not at all. I mean, like you said, Jones has been playing great. Wilhelm, being a sophomore, has brought the ball up for most of the time she's been in, and she's done a great job.
Yeah, Addie Jones is basically running the ball out there right now. With a lot of pressure on Rubel, of course. She's taking over and really running the game.
I think it shows a lot of promise for the years to come, past this year even.
Yep.
Looks like the ball will be deflected. The Spartans remain with the ball out of bounds. Pass lobbed up to Schwartz, back out to Lucas. Pivots, pass to Bennett, over to Schwartz, backs down, and layup is no good. It looks like there will be some commotion down there, a jump ball. Looks like it will be possession Lady Spartans.
Yeah, that was Schwartz and Lucas on the ball there. Gizzy looked like she had it and just kind of slipped up and let them get the ball, and that was a good move by the Spartans.
Yeah, so the inbound will be to Schwartz. Ball is stolen. Looks like it was stolen by Whitaker. And the layup is good by Ella Hoffman. Hoffman with her first points of the night. Inbound, looks like it will be tipped. Ball stays inbound, save from Vivian Miller. Rubel with the outlet. Passes out to Jones. Pass out to Lucas. Lucas surveys, lobs it up to Schwartz, who got in traffic. Looks like she will be called for another travel. I mean, Schwartz is doing a great job of fighting in there, but they're packing the lane in pretty deep.
Yeah, they are. You know, they know what the Spartans' game plan is. They clearly did their research on height and stuff like that. They know that they're a smaller team, not a lot of, taller girls for New Pal, but, that's not stopped them so far.
No, I mean, it's good to see, though, that the Spartans bigs are being very aggressive, as Gizzy's layup is no good, rebounded by Rubel. As it looks like there will be some commotion, it looked like the ball might have hit off the referee, but it will remain Spartans ball.
Yeah, kind of lucky there almost for the Spartans, if you want to call it that. It looked like whoever, I believe that was Whitaker.
Whitaker on defense, yes.
Yeah, she would have had almost an open lane.
Yes. Addie Jones will take the inbound. The floater through the lanes, no good, rebounded by Gizzy. And that will be it for the first quarter. New Pal leads 12-2, and yeah, it's been an extremely fast-paced game so far.
Yeah, it started off really slow. I don't think anyone scored till 4 or 5 minute mark, but once they did, New Pal started hitting their free throws. The Spartans have put them at the free throw line a lot so far with 6 and 2 each for Simbach and Wilhelm. That's something that Spartans got to slow down on if they want to expect to keep this game close.
Yeah, I think like I mentioned earlier, the foul trouble is not going to be good, I think, as we get later into this game. I mean, you said 3 Spartan starters are in foul trouble right now, so if those aren't able to participate as the game gets closer even and gets later into the third and fourth quarter, Spartans are going to be in trouble.
Oh yeah, they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, so I think the game plan will be a little shifted. I'm sure Coach Harder right now telling the ladies to play at their pace, not play at New Pal's pace, not speed themselves up and commit lazy or stupid turnovers.
Yeah, that's something you could call it, that press by New Pal. I think it's one in the middle and the rest are down court, getting the ball, pressuring the Spartans, and I mean, we've seen it time in and time out. It's caused problems for the Spartans for sure.
Exactly. And to start the second quarter, New Pal will have the ball. Gizzy with the pass out to Hallman. Lob back to Gizzy in the paint. It is blocked again by Bennett, her second block of the night. And the pull-up is good by Baranek.
Yeah, great defense by Bennett again, you know, going up, making sure that got the ball and didn't cause a foul.
And she's shown a lot of athleticism on the defensive end as Bennett's layup is no good. Lucas with the rebound and the putback is good. McKenna Lucas with the bucket. Gizzy brings the ball back up. Passed out to Gebhardt. Back to Gizzy. Pass back to Gebhardt. Over to Baranek. Ball back in Baranek's hands. Tipped by Bennett. Gizzy retains the ball. The shot fake. Ball in the corner now. Gizzy with the ball here at top court.
Yeah, good defense by the Spartans to start this quarter.
Yeah, I think they've that end of the first quarter, I gave them the chance to kind of discuss getting the momentum back on their side. As Bennett outlets to Jones. Jones picks up her dribble. Backdoor by Lucas. Great pass to Schwartz, and it looks like it will be out of bounds off of Schwartz, and the ball will be back into New Pal's hands.
Yeah, great back cut there by Lucas. Great heads-up play and a great look for Schwartz, too. It looks like the ball just may have got bobbled a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, great backdoor, great ball movement in general.
Oh, yeah.
As Baranek comes off of the curl screen and is fouled. And Baranek will head to the line for 2 free throws. So it looks like
number 35.
Yeah,
that'll be on Schwartz.
I want to go back to that last play. And you talked about great ball movement. It finally looked like the Spartans had calmed down with the ball, you know. They finally slowed down and got the looks they needed. You know, the first quarter they looked so rushed, and it looks like nothing was going their way because of how rushed they were by the Dragons defense, and it looks like they finally calmed down.
Right. Semback checks back into the game. Rebound by Bennett, back out to Jones for the outlet. Jones drives to her left, picks up her dribble, out to Semback. Back out to Jones, behind the arc. Looks for Semback in the lane, but there's great defense there in the lane for New Pal. Looks like that foul will be called on Gebhardt. The Spartans will have the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, once again, the Spartans doing a good job of moving the ball. Finally looking like something was said during that between quarters there that finally calmed them down and let them, you know, play at their own pace, not the Dragons' pace.
As Rubel inbounds the ball here for the Spartans. Rubel to Semback at the top of the key. Rubel with the pass out to Schwartz. Schwartz's shot is no good, rebounded by Gizzy. Gizzy finds Whitaker. The pass is no good. Picked up by Bennett, and it looks like it will go back into the hands of New Pal. Gizzy drives to the lane. The pull-up is no good. And it looks like Rubel will come up with the rebound. Outlet it out to Jones.
Yeah, number 15 for New Pal, Whitaker, is playing really aggressive on defense, and I mean, it's paid off. She's got a couple steals and a couple good tips so far tonight.
It really has. It looks like there's another pass there is deflected. Brought up the court by Gebhardt. Gebhardt pulls up, and the floater is good for Gebhardt. 2 more for the Dragons. Rubel brings the ball up here. Looks like she's now being guarded by Gebhardt. Rubel spins back to her right. Passes out to Bennett. Bennett coming off the screen. Bennett to Rubel. Rubel surveying the floor. Looking for one of her bigs maybe. Rubel pulls the ball out. Back to the arc. Pass to Jones. Jones shot fakes. Finds Bennett out behind the arc. Bennett back to Jones. Jones looks inside. Jones finds Semback at the elbow. Looks like the shot, she wanted to put up the shot, but it looks like it was tipped, and there will be a foul.
Yeah, that'll be Gebhardt's second foul. Once again, the Spartans' ball movement on offense is much better. You know, we're not taking what could be called dumb shots. You know, they're finally slowing down, getting the looks that they need to, and I mean, as you can tell, it's paying off.
It looks like that foul was actually called on Miller there. Semback with the free throw is good. Looks like J.C. Wilhelm and McKenna Lucas will check back into the game for Rubel and Schwartz.
McKenna Lucas, 33, J.C. Wilhelm.
Semback prepares for her second free throw here. And the shot is up, and it is good. Semback 2 for 2 at the line right there.
Yeah, that's a big time momentum changer almost for the Spartans.
Gizzy to Miller, to the corner for Gebhardt. The three is no good, rebounded by Semback. Bennett outlets the ball to Jones. Jones brings the ball up. Passes to Wilhelm, who drives baseline. Looks like there's some commotion down there. She'll be called out of bounds, and it'll be New Pal's ball.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it a little bit earlier in the game. She's had a little bit of a break, but J.C. Wilhelm, the sophomore, is not afraid to dribble that ball in the paint or go at somebody.
Not at all, as they've shown a lot of aggressiveness and poise. Gizzy brings the ball up to Whitaker at the wing. Back to Eubanks. Finds Gizzy at the wing, shoots a three. It is no good off the back of the rim. Semback with the rebound.
Yeah, that's something the Spartans have done good so far, is containing Gizzy. You know, we talked about in the pregame, 20.5 points a game, and she's only got 6 right now.
Semback backs down her defender and gets the bucket. Good job there by Semback. Ball out to Gizzy at the wing. Pass to Eubanks. Off the foot. And it looks like it will remain New Pal's ball.
Yeah, that was probably a good kick ball by, I couldn't tell if it was Semback or Lucas. There was an open person on the block and nobody saw it, so getting that foot out there probably saved them 2 points.
No, you're exactly right. Gizzy inbounds. Passes out to Whitaker. Whitaker back to Gizzy in the corner. Gizzy back to Whitaker. Whitaker takes it into the lane. Looks like the ball is tipped, and there will be a jump ball called. Looks like it will stay. It will be. We'll see. It looks like it will be the Spartans' ball here.
The Spartans' ball, yeah. Yeah, we played pretty good defense there. Playing off-ball defense is going to be important in this game.
Jones outlets to Lucas. Gets into the lane, shoots a shot, but it is no good. Looks like it was rebounded by Blum, outletted to Gizzy. Gizzy takes it into the lane, pulls up, no good. Rebounded once again by Jones, who outlets to Bennett. Bennett brings the ball up the court. Out to Wilhelm. Wilhelm passes it into Semback. Backs down her defender, but his shot looks like it will be blocked. Gizzy with the outlet. Outlets it to Whitaker. Whitaker pulls back. The steal by Bennett. She looks like it will take it all the way. Bennett with the leg. Great steal. Turning defense into offense.
Yeah, I mean, that was textbook steal right there. You know, taking it down and scoring. Definitely not afraid for a freshman. That's great to see for the future.
You know, you're exactly right. Gizzy coming off the ball screen, takes it into the lane, passes out to Miller. Miller with the shot, and it is off the glass. It is good. 2 points for Miller.
Yeah, that's Miller's 5th point of the night so far, being the 2nd high score for New Pal so far.
Gizzy with the steal, and the lay is good for Gizzy.
2 quick points there for New Pal, not something the Spartans wanted at all.
Not at all. But coming up here at halftime, we have our halftime report, followed by a few videos from the SSN class. We have our swimming and diving season preview coming up, along with the gymnastics season preview. And we'll also get to hear from some of our recipients for the Lilly Scholarship this year.
Yeah, SSN did a great job on all of those videos. They all turned out great. Excited to watch them.
They really did, and we'll get to kind of get a look into some of our other winter sports this season.
Yeah, a lot of hype around a lot of winter sports right now.
That's for sure. As Jones kicks it out to Rubel. Rubel to Bennett. Bennett surveys, comes off the ball screen, passes it out to Rubel. Rubel into the lane. The bucket is good by Amy Rao with the assist by Sarah Rubel. Gizzy brings the ball up the court. We're just over a minute left in this first half. Passes into Gizzy. Gizzy backs down Bennett, and Bennett will be called for a foul there. Maybe getting a little ahead of herself after having 2 blocks, but she just tried to make another defensive play.
Yeah, being aggressive is one thing, but drawing fouls is another. You know, they're already in the bonus. Like we talked about earlier, this is not a team we want to put in the bonus.
As Gizzy's first free throw is good.
It's her 8th point of the night so far.
Gizzy looking great from the free throw line. She's gotten a majority of her points from the line as she misses her second. Jones with the pass out to Rao, back to Rubel. We just are hitting the minute mark here. Outlet to Lucas, tipped, but is back in her hands now. She is trapped. It looked like it will be fumbled a lot, but Lucas will come back out with it. Lucas, and the ball is tipped out of bounds. It will remain Spartans' ball.
Yeah, a lot going on there. Not sure exactly what took place, but Lucas got trapped down in the corner, and that was bad news for Spartans.
Yeah, a lot of commotion created at the hands of that New Cal defense. Ball is outletted to Rao. Her shot does not go in. Gizzy with the pass, and the bucket is no good. Lucas with the rebound. Outlet to Bennett. Bennett to Jones. Jones out to Bennett. Bennett drives to her right. Bennett taking it to the lane herself, passes it to Jones. Jones shot fakes. Back out to Bennett. It looks like it will be tipped into the hands of Gerhardt. And it will be a deflected ball. It looks like it will be a timeout called by Coach Harder and the Spartans. 30-second timeout. New Cal leads here 22-12 with 16 seconds left in the second quarter. We'll be right back after this 30-second break.
Urban Winkler Funeral Home in Connorsville and Liberty is a family-owned funeral home. Urban Winkler Funeral Home considers it an honor to be selected to care for a family member at the time of a passing. The friendly staff at Urban Winkler Funeral Home pledges to care for all your family needs to the best of their ability. 2 locations to serve you: in Connorsville at 513 West 8th Street and in Liberty at 310 North Main Street.
And we are back here in the Spartan Bowl. Just 16 seconds left in this first half. New Cal leads 22-12, and it looks like the Spartans have come alive and they have a lot more energy here in the second quarter.
Oh yeah, they definitely have a lot more energy. You know, you look at the first quarter, I think they had 2, maybe even 4 points, not hardly at all, and they've almost doubled that now, or they actually have doubled that by quite a bit. So, you know, the intensity is picked up for both teams, really.
And the defensive energy is there for sure. Rubel. Pass is tipped by Gizzy. Gizzy with the layup, and it is good. Isabella Gizzy with another 2.
That's her
Bennett,
11th point.
Looks like time will run out for the Spartans. 12-24. New Cal leads after the first half. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
Are you thinking about buying or selling your home? Stay local and call Trish Smith at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. She will walk you through the process to make an easy transition and lead you to your dream home. Please contact Trish at 265-2663 to begin your journey today. Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, gives you the very best deals in tires. Don's has all major brands available, in stock and in all price ranges. You can rely on Don's Auto Sales and Tires, in business for over 40 years. And Don's Auto Sales has a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles in prices ranging from $1,000 to $30,000. Need new tires or a quality vehicle? Available from Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, Connorsville. The phone number is 825-7730.
And we are back. New Cal leading early in this first half. After the first half by a margin of 12. 24-12 is the score here. And Kim, what have you seen so far in this game?
I've seen a lot of fast pace from the Dragons. They're really running their own game, or they were in the first quarter at least. The second quarter it slowed down a little bit, but that first quarter, man, they just got out and ran the ball. You know, the press by the Dragons. The amount of pressure that brought to the Spartans caused a lot of mistakes, a lot of tips, a lot of steals, and ultimately putting the ball back in the Dragons' hands.
No, right, and even like I've noticed after a Spartan basket, the New Pal girls have been able to outlet the ball up the side of the floor so fast. I mean, they've gotten the ball into their corner like as soon as the ball has been inbounded, and that's really put some pressure on the Spartans to get back on defense, and it's given them some advantages here.
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with Connersville trying to hold a press. To be honest with you, the press has just not worked. Like you said, as soon as the Spartans score, the ball is already down court on the Dragons' side, which is something that I don't expect to slow down at all. But Connersville just has to back off a little bit so they can get in defense position and not let the Dragons run wild.
And I think despite having a slow start, the Connersville Spartans have really taken off in the second quarter. They showed a lot more defensive energy, and they've gotten multiple steals off of it. I mean, to point out exactly, Anaya Bennett has been playing very well on the defensive end. She has multiple blocks, multiple steals, and as a freshman, she's shown a lot of promise here.
Yeah, and like you said, as a freshman, that's great promise in the years to come. But another freshman I want to point out is Addie Jones. She, Rubel has Izzy on her, and that's a very tough defender. So Addie Jones is a step up as bringing the ball down. Her and J.C. Wilhelm both really, both of them have done a great job on beating their person down the lane, and I mean, that's great to see from two underclassmen.
No, exactly, and J.C. Wilhelm, like we've said many times, she brought the ball up early in the game, and she showed a lot of confidence as well. Not much, she hasn't looked very pressured at all, really.
No, I totally agree.
And as this is the first game of the girls basketball season, we also have many other winter sports to announce, as we have many season previews here from the SSN class.
Yeah, excited to watch these previews. The SSN class works hard every day, so it'll be exciting to see what they brought.
Yeah, especially as we have the swimming and diving preview along with the gymnastics season preview.
Yep, and we'll kick to those now.
Good job, ladies.
Central. So, and boys are going to have some good guys, so we're hoping to have a good season.
Personal goals for the year, I'd like to be a state qualifier. I'd also like to find a college that I'm comfortable swimming at and commit there. And then team goals, I'd say a win for the girls is also a win for the guys, anything we can do to support the team. So I'm really hoping the girls pull through with a conference dub. And then as high as the guys can place in sectionals, that's what we're rooting for.
My personal goals, I'm hoping to get close to the school record. Last year, I got close to it, so I'm hoping to beat it. And for team goals, we're hoping to win conference and do good at sectionals.
My thoughts coming in as I'm pretty excited. I think we're going to have a really good season and win lots of meets.
My personal goal is to do really well at sectionals. I would like to get first at sectionals and qualify for state. For team goals, I would like to win conference for our girls team.
Personal goal is definitely want to compete as much as I can in the 500. Definitely make that sectional championship is definitely a goal. Overall for the team, we got a very good relay coming in for the boys.
My personal goal is to come back at sectionals, be top 8, get to stay on the podium. And my team goal is to get first at sectionals, go on to state as a relay.
It's looking good this year. We have some new freshmen. They're pretty good. I know some of them.
We have some freshmen, and they're looking really decent, and they have a lot of potential. The upperclassmen are really working on their skills.
The season hasn't started yet, but I'm sure it'll be good.
I know that a few people have been in the gym. I have not. I had back surgery, so I haven't been in the gym, but I know a few people have been in the gym working really hard.
I've been practicing 3 to 4 times a week, just going to every practice I can get to and trying to get in there as much as I can. Meeting all the new girls and just seeing where we can get to.
I'm looking forward to get back into the gymnastics season. I've been so bored.
Just training and doing my routines over and over.
Last year, since I made it to state, I would really like to make it to state as a team this year, and I want to place top 3 at state, because I had a chance to place top 3 on beam, but I had to fall because we switched my routine around. But I would just like to make it at state as a team.
I'm looking forward to going to sectionals.
We went to regionals last year. JC Allen went to state last year. I think we can get past sectionals one more time this year.
The Lilly Scholarship is a full ride to any in-state college for every county in the state of Indiana. The Fayette Community Foundation just recently picked the finalists for the scholarship at CHS. These finalists have put in a lot of time and effort to be considered.
So far in the Lilly, we have had to write essays to get in to be a finalist.
Provide my transcripts and my extracurriculars throughout my high school experience.
The application aspect of it, there's a lot of essays you have to write.
We still have to create a presentation that's 10 minutes long, and we have to undergo a 20-minute long interview process. Currently, right now, we're waiting for our interviews they are going to have us do a presentation.
It's just kind of selling yourself to the committee. You know, you got to create a presentation that shows kind of what you believe in, that needs done in the community, and then show that you can think on the spot and answer some interview questions.
Each student, while in need of this scholarship, all have different plans for their future.
I'm going to be going to UIndy. I'm going to major in some type of health science and then get my doctorate in occupational therapy.
I'm going to take it to Franklin College and major in accounting.
I will go to Ball State and study pre-med.
I am going to go to Ball State for nursing and then pursue my master's to become a practitioner.
I'm still planning to attend Purdue University for biomedical, and I'll go and get my master's degree.
As these finalists prepare for the rest of their projects, we wish them the best of luck.
It's events like this game that make our community such a great place in which to live, work, and play. All of us at FCN Bank applaud the CHS Spartans for their hard work and dedication. Thank you for reminding us once again why we all choose to call this place home. FCN, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Go CHS Spartans. Good luck. FCN Bank, member FDIC.
And it's great to hear from 2 of our upcoming teams, and it's great to hear from our Lilly recipients. So we wish the best of luck to the Lilly finalists as they prepare to continue their journey of winning their scholarship.
Yeah, and we also wish both the best of luck to the swim team and the gymnastics team. Both team season will be starting here in just a few weeks, so wish them the best of luck as well.
Yes, of course. And looks like both teams have returned to the floor as we prepare to get into the second half.
Yeah, I want to point out the top scorers so far for both teams. New Powell, you have Gizzy with 11 and Miller with 5. And for Connersville, Simback with 4. And then Rao, Strong, Lucas, and Bennett all have 2 apiece.
Yeah, and Gizzy leading all scorers here tonight, like you said, with 11. And a lot of her points from the free throw line, but a lot of her points are coming from turning defense into offense. You've gotten multiple deflections and steals that have led to buckets for her.
Oh, I'm sure she got a lot of assists too.
Yes, of course. She's really done it all here for New Pal, as New Pal will start with the ball here for the second half. Gizzy brings the ball up, passes it out to Miller. Miller back to Gizzy into the paint. Shot fakes, steps through, and it is good for Gizzy. 2 more for her. Wilhelm inbounds the ball to Jones. Jones, ball is tipped, recovered by Miller, and it will be called a jump ball. Stay possession for Connersville.
Yeah, there's that press again. I mean, we've talked about it all night. It's causing a lot of tips and a lot of steals for New Pal, and it doesn't look like that's slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm sure that's one of the things that the coaches in the New Pal locker room mentioned, is to not let up and don't slow down, as the layup from Miller is no good. Gizzy with the rebound. Putback is also not able to fall. Jones recovers the ball. Ball is tipped out by Schwartz. It looks like New Pal will recover. Miller passes it out. Looks like it will be deflected by Schwartz. A lot going on here to start early.
Yeah, 50 seconds into this game, and I'm pretty sure every player out there touched the ball on both of those possessions. A lot going on, both teams coming out with a little bit, almost seems like jitters coming out of halftime. We'll see how they settle down.
Bennett will check in for Jones. There was 7:10 left in the third quarter. Miller with the ball. Out to Gizzy in the corner. Gizzy passes it in. Back out to Miller. Miller drives. Kicks out to Eubanks. Eubanks bucket falls. And there's 2 more for her.
Yeah, that's her first 2 of the night, actually, believe it or not.
Rubel with the ball in the corner. Looks like she had some pressure, and the ball will be picked up by Blum there. Whitaker brings it up. Finds Miller behind the arc, and it falls. 3 points added to Miller.
Yeah, that was a good shot by Miller, as it looks like Cartersville will take a timeout.
Yeah, some things to discuss maybe at that bench. New Pal leads here. 6:34 left in the third quarter. 31-12. We will be right back in 30 seconds.
Whitewater Eye Center Connersville provides vision care for every member of your family. This includes treatment for eye diseases and injuries, just one of its many services. Services that include glasses and contacts, frames for every budget, sunglasses, and a large selection of eyewear. Complete vision care for every member of your family. Your vision is our focus. Scheduling an appointment for a complete eye exam is as easy as calling 825-6000. Whitewater Eye Center Connersville is located at 2045 Virginia Avenue.
And we are back. New Pal leads 31-12 as we have just about 6.5 minutes left in this third quarter. And New Pal really came out of the locker room and punched the Spartans in the mouth here early.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I don't even think the Spartans have got the ball hardly past half court. The press, I mean, is bringing so much pressure to the Spartans, and we talked about it, the tips, the steals, and just ultimately getting the ball back in the Dragons' hands. I mean, you can't ask for much more.
And they're really proving the statement that defense wins games. A lot of their possessions have come from steals off of that press, and it's been very successful here for New Pal.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I don't expect it to slow down anytime soon.
J.C. Wilhelm to inbound the ball, passes to Rubel. Rubel drives to her left, spins back to her right. Looks like it will be tipped out by Eubanks, but she will be out of bounds, remain the Spartans' ball on their side of the court.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Spartans come out. You know, they seem a little combobulated so far, so we'll see how they settle down on offense.
Rubel takes the inbound. Rubel drives to her left, takes it into the lane. Ball is stolen, looks like, by Whitaker. Whitaker out to Miller. Miller finds Gizzy. Shot fakes to her right. Pulls up. And shot falls for Gizzy. 2. As she was not behind the arc there, looks like.
Yeah, that's Gizzy's 15th point of the night.
Schwartz finds Bennett in the lane. Bennett's layup is good. Great find there by Schwartz. Gizzy out to Whitaker. Whitaker finds Blum. Blum for 3. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Bennett. Bennett trying to maybe take her time up the court and kind of slow the Spartans down. Stenback with the ball at the elbow. Schwartz shot fakes again. The shot is no good. A great look there by Schwartz, as it looked like it will be a jump ball. I mean, that was a great move. It just the shot didn't fall, but it was a great footwork and a great move.
Yeah, like you said, great footwork on not getting a travel called. It was a beautiful shot, a little hard off the square, but I mean, other than that, it was beautiful.
Gizzy out to Whitaker. Whitaker finds Blum at the top of the key. Blum to Gizzy, takes it into the lane, passes it out to Whitaker. Whitaker's shot does not fall. Falling into the hands of Bennett. Bennett takes the ball up the court, being guarded by Gizzy. Bennett looking to break Gizzy down there from half court. Bennett finds Rubel. Rubel drives to her left. Rubel picks up her dribble, finds Schwartz in the corner. Schwartz finds Wilhelm.
There's that off-ball defense for the Dragons really paying off right now.
It looks like Wilhelm trying to take some charge there, calling the play there. Schwartz passes out to Wilhelm. Wilhelm's shot is blocked by Eubanks. Gizzy, coast to coast, the layup is good for Gizzy.
That's her 17th of the night.
Outlet to Stenback at half court. Will remain Spartans ball as it out of bounds. Many players checking in here. It looks like for New Pal we have 45 Gebhardt. Send back will check out, and it looks like
Lucas and Rao will come in for the
Lucas and Rao
Spartans.
will enter the game for Connersville as another timeout will be called by New Palestine. New Pal leads 35-14, just over 4 minutes left in this third quarter, and we'll be right back after 30 seconds.
Service the old-fashioned way. The dependable service you need for your car or truck is always available at Goff's Auto Care and Tire Center in Connersville and Brookville. Experienced mechanics are ready to correct the problem using the best replacement products that will have your vehicle running like new again. Shane Goff is waiting to serve you at 600 Western Avenue in Connersville. Phone 825-2588, and Charlie Goff in Brookville at 9197 State Road 101. 647-2222 is the phone number. Goff Auto Care and Tire Center.
And we are back. New Pal has taken a commanding lead here in this third quarter, 35-14. We just have just over 4 minutes left in the third quarter, and the pace has really been set for New Pal here.
Yeah, I mean, they've really taken control of this game. Connersville's only put up 2 points so far in this third quarter, and they've put up 11. That says a lot so far.
Yeah, I mean, each quarter, the outscoring has been, I think the second quarter was the closest for Connersville, as that's where they took their biggest jump in the scoring margin. But New Pal has really shown how defensive-minded they are, and it's turned into offense very well for them.
Yeah, it has. The intensity on both sides of the ball has been key to the Dragons' success so far in the game.
Wilhelm with the inbound, finds Rubel. Rubel surveys the floor, drives to her left, off the screen by Wilhelm. Wilhelm finds Lucas out at the wing. Lucas spins to her right. Looks like it'll be tipped there by Miller, but Bennett will recover the ball. Bennett picks up her dribble at half court. Looks like it'll be recovered into the hands of Rao. Rao drives to the lane. Looks like a foul will be called here off the drive by Rao. Looks like it'll be called on Miller.
Number 34, Vivian Miller.
Wilhelm inbounds the ball. Finds Rao in the corner. Rao finds Bennett in the paint. Bennett rises up, and it is good for Bennett. And there once again is that outlet, the fast-paced outletting by New Pal. As Gizzy has the ball up there at the wing, takes it to the top of the key.
Yeah, New Pal slowing down here a little bit after the fast break they had off the inbound pass. They're finally starting to slow down and get into an offense.
Miller finds Gizzy. Gizzy steps back, and it does not fall. Rebounded by McKenna Lucas. Outlet out to Bennett. Bennett brings the ball up, trying to slow down the pace for a little bit. Bennett to her left, off the screen by Lucas. Bennett drives to her right, hands it off to Lucas. Lucas finds Rao at the block. Rao's layup is good. 2 points there for Amy Rao.
Yeah, Spartans finally starting to slow down and get going on offense.
Gebhardt from three, off the pass by Isabella Gizzy. Bennett drives to her right, and it looks like it will be fouled by Gebhardt. It looks like Addie Jones will check in for Connersville, along with Kylie Baranek for New Pal. Semback will also check in for McKenna Lucas.
Yeah, somebody I've been impressed by so far is Amy Rao, really taking control down low and just powering her way through defenders.
She's taking advantage of the paint as much as she can, as Semback finds Rao once again. Rao's shot not able to fall, and it will be put in the hands of New Pal there.
Yeah, not sure exactly what happened there. It looked like a little miscommunication between Rao and Wilhelm, but regardless, New Pal gets the ball back with a 20-point lead.
Gizzy brings the ball up once again, finds Baranek. Gebhardt's shot from three, not able to fall, as it'll go out of bounds back to the Spartans.
Yeah, the press has not stopped so far for the Dragons.
Not at all. It doesn't matter that they're up 20. They're still applying pressure, and I think that part of that comes from the coaching staff. I mean, I'm sure they enforce it just as well as the players want to.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, as a player, it almost brings excitement to a game. You know, it gets you excited that you can press and run the whole game. And, like, it's got to get a coach excited.
Baranek with the pull-up jumper. Doesn't fall. Miller grabs the rebound after it's tipped. Gizzy with the ball. Just at about the wing. To come off the ball screen from Miller. Gizzy finds Gebhardt. Gebhardt for three. Not able to fall. Jones with the rebound. It is stripped by Miller. Gizzy with the ball at the logo. Gizzy drives past Wilhelm. Gizzy in the lane. Rims out. Rebound picked up by Wilhelm. Wilhelm to her left. Pulls up. No good. Looks like it might have been tipped there. Looks like there's a call.
Yeah, injured player,
yeah,
timeout.
Looks like Gizzy might be injured as she looks like she's grabbing her calf there. She will be walked off the floor.
Yeah, instantly I watched as soon as she came down off that that layup, instantly went and grabbed for her calf. Not something you like to see, especially this early in the season. You know, with how much talent she has. You know, we hope it's just like a cramp or something little.
Right. Because, yeah, she's been one of the key players tonight and will be for the rest of the season for New Pal.
Oh, yeah, she's got, 17 so far tonight for New Pal.
Baranek with the ball. Miller finds Whitaker. Whitaker to Gebhardt. Blum with the ball at the wing, drives to her left. Miller for pull-up, rims out. Wilhelm with the rebound, takes it up court herself. Wilhelm spins to her left. Around the elbow, finds Semback. Pass was almost deflected there by Blum. And it looks like it won't be off the hands of Rubel. Rubel able to bring the ball back up court. Rubel takes the ball to her left. Finds Jones in the corner. Passes to Semback. Semback back out to Jones. The ball looked like it might have been tipped by Whitaker as she takes the ball up herself. Whitaker's layup not able to fall. So it looks like Baranek will have the putback for two more for her. Jones finds Semback. Semback saw Rao open, not able to get it. Jones was able to recover the ball, but her floater was no good.
Yeah, you know, it looked like Connersville had a fast break, you know, somebody down court, but number 15, Whitaker, has been hustling all night and hustled once again and got the ball, just kind of fell out of bounds.
She really has. She's shown her defensive motor a lot this game. As Rubel drives to her left, pulls up from the elbow, rims out, rebounded by Semback. It gets fouled. Her shot is no good, but she will go to the line for two more.
Yeah, you know, if you can put up a quick 2 points here from Semback at the free throw line, you know, that changed the momentum going into this fourth quarter, and maybe the Spartans can get a drive going.
Semback's first free throw off the back of the rim, no good. It looks like Eubanks will check in for Blum. Eubanks making an appearance once again onto the floor as Semback prepares for her second free throw. And Semback's second is good.
That'll give her 5 points on the night.
Ball is outletted super fast up the floor. Shot is no good. It looks like another foul will be called on Miller.
Yeah, that's Miller's third of the night. She's got to be careful if she wants to stay in this ballgame.
The Spartans need a quick shot here. There's 2 seconds left. Semback shoots from half off the front of the rim. Looked good, but not able to fall.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very close shot. You know, she looked and saw that Miller left her open and took, advantage of her opportunity.
And at the end of the third quarter, New Pal leads 40-19. We'll be right back after this break.
You will find the answer to your every flooring need at Foles Flooring at 301 Beach Street in Connersville. Yes, Foles Flooring has a large selection of carpet and tile, also vinyl and laminates, luxury vinyl tiles, and hardwoods. You will receive a free estimate on your choice of flooring plus expert installation. Their friendly staff will help you through the entire process. Foles Flooring also provides bathroom upgrades, remodeling, and custom shower systems at 301 Beach Street, Connersville. 765-692-0800 is the phone number.
we are back as we prepare to enter this fourth quarter of Carnesville Spartans basketball. New Pal leads 40-19, and we have just about 8 minutes left in this game. What do you think the Spartans need to do here to kind of put themselves back in?
You know, I think they got to slow down. You know, we saw coming out of the half, their New Pal really pick it up, put a quick 7 points up. And, I mean, 2 or 3 minutes, got a couple steals. Spartans never got the ball back across half court. That's huge.
Yeah, and I think a real statement maker for basketball in general is how you come out into the second half. I mean, it showed beneficial for New Pal. Like you said, they were able to score 7 points right out of the half, and that kind of set the tone for the whole third quarter.
Yeah.
Jones inbounds the ball to Rubel. Rubel surveys the floor, drives to her left, out to Sembak. Sembak at the wing, backs down Miller, hands it off to Jones. Jones spins to her left, a great move, finds Sembak in the paint. Sembak, ball is tipped, is stolen almost by Miller.
A fantastic move by Addie Jones. You know, we talked about her a lot tonight, but just being a freshman, you know, she is not scared to go at somebody, you know, make a move, get somebody open or get herself open.
And the way she's playing, she seems like she's could have been playing varsity for years now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The back cut by Jones. Jones throws up the shot, no good. Maybe some contact there, but no call. Rebounded by Whitaker. Whitaker brings the ball up the floor.
Yeah, rough no call there, a lot of contact against Jones.
Burkhart with the shot fake, rims out, put back by Baranek is good for her. Jones outlets to Schwartz. Schwartz looks like she wasn't ready for it, and the ball will be out of the hands of Schwartz and be New Pal's possession here.
Yeah, the aggressiveness picked up a lot here in this game. You know, you had 2 plays where fouls could have been called, you know, pretty easily almost, but, you know, they let them play out, and we'll see if the refs continue to do that the rest of this game.
Back out to Baranek. Baranek passes to Miller. Miller drives to the wide open lane, and it is good for Miller. Rubel brings the ball up, back out to Bennett. Bennett finds Rubel once again. Rubel drives to the elbow, passes it out to Sembak. Sembak backs Miller down. And for an and one, great move there by Sembak, able to puncture the lane and get an and one.
Yeah, I mean, that was just tough basketball. You know, she's pretty tall and lengthy, and I mean, she used that to her advantage there.
Yeah, and that's something I've noticed from a lot of kind of the bigger players here for Carnesville. They've been able to take over the paint and get into the lane. They've done a great job of being aggressive and fighting for their position.
Yeah, and that's something that's going to be huge this year for the Spartans. Is, I mean, you have a couple underclassmen guards coming in, so they're going to need to step up.
Sembak's free throws off the back of the rim into the hands of Baranek. Baranek pulls out to Gebhardt. Gebhardt pull up, rolls around the rim, no good. Rebounded by Jones. Jones to her left. Jones out to Bennett. Bennett with the ball now. A lot of pressure there by Gebhardt. Jones for 3, just around the rim, no good. Looks like Gizzy will be grabbing her calf once again, being helped off the court.
Yeah, that's the second time here in just a few minutes. I'd say 5 almost. You know, we've seen her, it almost looked like she came down awkwardly on her leg there and instantly grabbed for her calf, a layup a few minutes ago, and then here, I mean, barely got down court and was already grabbing forward again. Definitely not a good sign for the Dragons this early in the year.
Yeah, I mean, I think the safest play there for here now for Gizzy, as they have a comfortable lead. I think you just take the rest of the game to heal and not further your injury. That was a great move there. Great move by Gebhardt. Layup was no good, unfortunately. Jones with the rebound down court.
Yeah, you said it, a beautiful move.
Bennett drives to her right. The foul will be called. Looks like that will be on Gebhardt. Looks like it will be out of bounds, inbounded by Anaya Bennett. Bennett finds Schwartz in the corner. Schwartz to Jones. Jones surveys. Finds Bennett once again. Looks inside at Schwartz. Schwartz with the layup. He'll draw a foul. Be set to the line for 2.
Yeah, good job. We talked about it. The bigs for Connersville are definitely going to have to step up this year, and there hasn't been a whole lot of strong points in this game, but that has definitely been one of them for the Spartans. The bigs have stepped up. They haven't quite made all their shots, but that's something that will develop throughout the year.
And it's something to take advantage of as well. Schwartz, her first shot, off the side of the rim, no good. She will have her second, though. We're just under 6 minutes left to play in this fourth quarter. Here's Schwartz. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Blum. Gebhardt brings the ball up the court. Nobody almost picking her up there at the three-point line.
Yeah,
that's making many moves.
That's dangerous. You know, she's hit a couple big threes so far tonight for New Pal.
Bennett with the steal, takes it down court. Bennett off the front of the rim, unfortunately no good. A great defensive effort, but just wasn't able to translate.
Yeah, that's, we've talked about it a lot tonight. The shots will fall throughout the year. That'll be a travel on number 32, Eubank.
But a nice find there by Blum, finding Eubanks in the paint. As Amy Rao will check into the game for Abby Schwartz.
And J.C. Wilhelm will also come in the game, too.
Yes, that was for Sarah Rubel. Yep. Addie Jones inbounds the ball for the Spartans. Finds Wilhelm. Wilhelm takes it up. Backs it out. Wilhelm spins to her left.
Wilhelm, yeah, a good drive there. Kind of did almost a spin move and found the hole, and ultimately just took advantage of the opportunity, and drawing the foul was huge there.
J.C. Wilhelm will make an appearance to the line here.
J.C. Wilhelm to the line.
J.C.'s first shot here. Couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, just barely.
Just barely, yeah, but I think that's just something they've done a good job of getting to the line, and I think that's been a plus for them. As Wilhelm's second shot is good. Great free throw there by J.C. Wilhelm. Bennett with the foul, looks like, trying to pick up the ball. There we go again with New Pal just trying to speed the Spartans up on defense.
Yeah, with them having a 22-point lead, you would expect that to slow down, but I'm sure Coach Gizzy over there is telling them, practice how we play, basically, use this as a learning advantage and take this on to the next game for sure.
No, you're exactly right. As Baranek's first free throw is good.
And I'm sure Coach Harder for the Spartans is saying the same thing, take this as a learning experience and put this into the next game and see what we can do.
Baranek's second free throw rolls in. 2 more points for her. Wilhelm brings the ball up for the Spartans. A lot of pressure once again. Wilhelm takes it to her left, finds Rao at the block. Ball is fumbled. Looks like it was deflected there by Blum. Looks like Whitaker will bring the ball up for the Dragons. Drives baseline. Looks like it will be fumbled into the hands of Wilhelm. Wilhelm goes coast to coast into the paint. Finds Bennett behind the three-point line. Send back at the free throw line. Send back to Rao in the corner. Rao fumbles but recovers. Finds Jones. Jones is pushed down. And that will be another foul here.
Yeah, something I want to point out is that is New Pal's 8th or 9th. It looks like 8th foul so far of this half, and it was a complete opposite as, that's their 9th foul, excuse me. And the Spartans only have 1 this half, but you think of the first half, and it was completely flip-flop.
Exactly, and I guess it's shown because of how aggressive they've been playing the second half. Jones' second free throw is perfect. Great shot there by Addie Jones. Or excuse me, that was her first. Yeah, we're in the bonus. We are, yeah. Jones' second free throw here. Off the back of the rim, into the hands of Sembak. Sembak puts it up, no good. Rao gets the rebound. It looks like there will be a jump ball called. Great aggressiveness there by Rao and Sembach. 2 offensive rebounds right there in that possession.
Yeah, that was a good read by Sembach, knowing that it was coming off the front of the rim like that. I mean, she basically just jumped over the defender in front of her and grabbed the ball.
Whitaker brings the ball up here for the Dragons. Whitaker backs out. Finds Gebhardt. Gebhardt for 3. Off the front of the rim. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Baranek. J.C. Wilhelm picks up the steal. Finds Bennett down court. Bennett's layup is good. Anaya Bennett for 2 more points. And Gebhardt brings the ball up with no hesitation. Off the back of the rim, no good, however. Addie Jones brings the ball up court. Jones to her left. Driving down the lane for an and 1. Freshman Addie Jones making a statement here.
Yeah, that was 2 back-to-back plays by the freshmen that we were a little unsure of how they would perform in this game, and man, they have impressed me.
They've impressed me as well. They've done a great job transitioning into the varsity lineup and into varsity basketball.
Yeah, and I think this is just a preview of what's to come.
Addie Jones looks to complete the 3-point play here. Jones's free throw is good. Completes the and 1. And Jones picking up at full court against Whitaker. Ball's in the corner now. Pass out to Blum. Another steal there by Anaya Bennett. Bennett, coast to coast, is good. The freshmen are taking over right now. 10 points for her.
Yeah, and I mean, I think they've all been fast break steals for Anaya Bennett so far, which is awesome to see.
Blum out to Holman. Pass out to Whitaker. Finds Baranek for 3. Wasn't able to get it. Rebounded by Anaya Bennett. And they have been playing phenomenal here. Jones takes it to her left. Lost control. Out to Baranek for an open layup. And it is good. Contested there by Anaya Bennett, but wasn't able to get her hands on it. Anaya Bennett brings the ball up the court. Finds Jones before crossing half court.
Yeah, the Spartans offense really picked up here all of a sudden.
A great backdoor cut by J.C. Wilhelm, but she wasn't able to get it to go, unfortunately. Blum with the fast break, and it is good for Blum. 2 more for her. Wilhelm brings the ball up for the Spartans as we are just over 2 minutes left to play in the 4th quarter. Finds Rao at the short corner. No good. Sembach with the rebound. Rims out. Sembach with another offensive rebound. Wasn't able to get that one to go. The ball is on the floor now. Looks like Rao maybe picked up the ball, wasn't able to keep control of it. And it will be a jump ball as we have many New Pal players checking in. It looks like it'll be Hugh Banks. Yes, Hugh Banks and
yeah, it looks like a couple
it looks like JV players are stepping into the game now.
Yeah, which is good for New Pal. You want to get your JV players as much varsity experience as possible. So if, say, someone does get hurt, they're ready to go with experience.
And New Pal Connersville will take a timeout here as we're just under 2 minutes to play. New Pal leads 50-30 in this 4th quarter, and we'll be right back after this break.
Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency is dedicated to protecting you and your family at a price you can afford. Wilson Lawson Myers are licensed insurance professionals striving to be your agency of choice. Wilson Lawson Myers is an independent agency representing numerous companies for all your needs. Finding the right insurance begins with finding the right agency. That is Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency at 521 Central Avenue in Connersville. Phone 825-5111.
And we are back. We have just about 1 minute and 53 seconds left in this 4th quarter. New Pal has a 20-point lead here, 50-30. And there's not much time left for the Spartans now. I mean, they've been rallying a little bit. They've had a lot of energy coming from specifically Anaya Bennett and Addie Jones.
Yeah, that's great to see the freshmen getting going here late in the game. They're finally starting to play their game of basketball, bringing the ball up slowly and then just, finding a hole and making it work. That's something like we've talked about all night. I feel like it's great to see because, that's just a preview of what's to come.
Sarah Rubel inbounds the ball for the Spartans here. Rubel finds Jones. Ball looked like it was deflected over the head of Anaya Bennett, saves it, but it will be off of the hands of Addison Trackwell, making her first appearance in this game as a freshman.
Yeah, good job by Anaya Bennett, making sure to hit the defender with the ball before, going out of bounds.
It was a very smart play on Bennett's part. Rubel will inbound the ball once again, finds Semback in the corner. Semback to Bennett. Bennett to Jones. Jones at the top of the key. Jones finds Semback at the elbow, passes it out to Rubel. Rubel to her right hand. Jones shot fakes into the lane, finds Rao at the short corner. Rao's shot is good. 2 points for Amy Rao there. A great shot by her. Whitaker brings the ball up for New Pal. We were just under a minute and a half left to play in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, you see New Pal slowing the ball down. They have some freshmen and JV players in there right now. Just trying to get them ran through the experience of playing varsity minutes.
Trackwell to Hughbanks. Finds Whitaker outside the three-point line. Hughbanks into the paint. Gets around Rao and is good for two. Great move there by Hughbanks.
Yeah, she was basically just able to step around Rao and, lay it in.
Rubel drives to her left hand, pulls back, finds Jones in the lane, lost control, picked up by the Dragons. Whitaker takes the ball up the court. Whitaker out to Hughbanks. Hughbanks finds Baranek. Out to Whitaker behind the three-point line. Finds Hughbanks. Shot is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Bennett. Bennett pushes the ball up the floor. Bennett losing control. Must have, I think, slipped on the court maybe.
Yeah, she was going so fast. Ran into somebody and then just ultimately slipped.
The pass up court is no good. Semback recovers. There's 5 seconds left here. Spartans look to make a play. And Addie's shot is no good, and that is the end of the fourth quarter. New Pal wins this one, 52-32. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Reed Health Sports Medicine provides an athletic trainer to the Connersville Spartans through the support of Reed Foundation. Athletic trainers normally are present at most practices and sporting events. They can respond to an injury within seconds, determine the immediate needs of the athlete, and either begin treatment or initiate emergency management within the first few minutes. If your athlete suffers a sports injury, Reed Health's Athletic Training Clinic can provide injury treatment sessions using multiple modalities, rehab protocols, and treatment techniques to ensure your athlete doesn't miss a day without progressing forward. Learn more at reedhealth.com. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Connersville Spartan Sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Gina Hartman, Devin Hornsby, and Gary Reebsummer for your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
And after a hard-fought game by the Lady Spartans, New Pal takes the win over Connersville, 52-32.
Yeah, a lot to be said about this game, but first I want to recap the scoring. For New Pal tonight, you had Baranek, who had 11, Gizzy, who had 17, Hallman and Blum with 2 each, Hughbanks with 4, Miller with 10, and Gerbhart with 5. And then you kick over to Connersville. Anaya Bennett had 10 leading the way. Jones had 4, Lucas and Strong both had 2 apiece. Rao had 6, Sembeck had 7, and J.C. Wilhelm rounded out the scoring with 1 point.
And although the scoreboard may not reflect it, I think it was a very positive game for Connersville on many different aspects. I think they picked up defensively in that second quarter specifically. They played very well, kind of was able to kind of play at their pace and not at the pace New Pal was forcing them to play at. And the freshmen played very well. Some of the underclassmen, not just the freshmen, even J.C. Wilhelm played a great game. And I think it just shows a lot of promise for the rest of the season.
Oh, yeah. Like you said, the underclassmen really stepped up. That's a big key takeaway from this game for the Spartans and the bigs. We talked about it. The bigs are going to have to step up this year, with the guards being underclassmen and being inexperienced. And from what I've seen tonight, the bigs have no problem taking care of business down low.
No, not at all. And after this home opener, we have plenty more season to go, and it looks to be a very successful one here for Connersville. New Pal takes the game 52-32. Looking into the next 2 weeks, they will face Cardinal Ritter away at 8 a.m. and the following Saturday they'll face Shenandoah at 7. So those will be some good games.
Yeah. I think we'll be back on air for the Shenandoah game for sure 2 Saturdays from now. So I'm looking forward to getting back behind the mic for that one.
Yeah, and I think those two games will be very good bounce back opportunities for Connersville as they'll look to get their first win of the season.
Yep.
And after this home opener, Connersville drops the first game of the season, 32-52. I'm Lucas, joined by Camden, and this has been an SSN broadcast.
Say, move, Latrice. Somebody stop me, I'm on the groove. Get it, go, move. Don't stand in the way, I told him to move. Ain't nobody safe when I'm in the